thumbnail picture is me before a meal and after a meal, which should not be happening after every meal. And yes, I purposely did overeat pasta just for this thumbnail, and no, I'm not ashamed of that. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing my top tips to reduce bloating and get that flat tummy. I know I have definitely battled with bloating before. I have posted about it on my Instagram, on both my fitness Instagram, my main Instagram, and I did learn a few tips and tricks over the years to help reduce bloating and get that tummy flat. And a lot of people suffer from this, whether they are fit, whether they are not that fit. And of course it has to do with exercise and losing fat, but a lot of bloating can be caused by other factors as well. And there are a few hacks in this video to help us get those tummies flat. So number one, we have got fat loss. Fat loss is obviously the most important thing. It is not the only thing. There are a lot of other things you can do. But fat loss is pretty important because if you've got a lot of fat stored around your belly, it's obviously going to be very hard to get it really flat. Although bloating and the amount of fat you accumulate around your belly are two different things, but fat loss will still help a lot. And it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go into the whole science of fat loss in this video because I do have another video. I actually have a couple of videos on my channel talking about fat loss, things that you can do for fat loss, the science behind fat loss, all that stuff. I'm gonna put the links to these videos in my description so you can open them in a new tab or open them when you're done with this video and learn more about that. But this really isn't a fat loss video, like I said, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the other tips. And some of these are lesser known tips and definitely things that have surprised me when I learned about them. Before we go into the next tips, it would mean the absolute world to me if you hit the subscribe button and then you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified of my videos, because YouTube will not push my videos towards you guys unless you hit that little bell. So if you want to see more of my content, do some more of my workouts, and live an awesome life along with me, you can hit that little bell. Next tip is vacuums. I know I have talked about vacuums before. To a lot of you, this is not a new thing, but there's a lot of people who watch my videos that have never seen me before, don't know what vacuums are. This is my holy grail of an exercise for a flatter tummy and a small waist. It is true that you cannot spot reduce your fat with exercise, of course, but there is an exercise that can actually make your waist smaller. It works out a specific muscle called the transverse abdominis, which works as your body's natural corset. And you know, this is literally, I'm not the only one who has seen results from this. I have a whole video up on vacuums on my channel. Link for that will also be in my description. And I show all the comments that girls have left on my videos of how it's worked for them, how they've lost inches off their waist. It's really an amazing exercise for your posture, your lower back, your waist. Oh, the whole shebang. So if you want to watch that video, you can click that link in my description and learn to do it along with me. And I would really recommend making vacuums a part of your routine. I know it's really hard to make this a part of your routine. It seems so simple, right? Because vacuums take like a few minutes, but it's so easy to forget because it's so easy and simple to do. So my top tip would be to try to incorporate this as part of your routine, right? So attach it to something that's already in your routine, like brushing your teeth.
Oh, you brush your teeth every day?
So maybe you can do a vacuum every single morning when you brush your teeth and every single night when you brush your teeth, or you can do it in the shower every single time you shower or whenever you drive to work, because that's how you're really going to see results from this, by making it a regular thing. Tip number 3, try to limit the consumption of foods that bloat you. Now this is going to be different for everybody. There are a few foods that are known to bloat people in general, but again, this is not a one size fits all kind of thing. For this one, you really got to pay attention to your body. Like when you eat something, notice how you feel after, notice if you are bloated. And I'm not saying to completely stop eating these foods, because for me, one of my bloating foods is like pasta, like gluten and bread, and I will never stop eating pasta, girl.
Not happening.
I know to control my portions, and I know to maybe limit the consumption of it if I'm having a vacation coming up or an event where I want to look extra, you know, flat in my belly, or if I have a photo shoot coming up. A few days before that, I try to limit my consumption of those foods. And again, the same things that affect me will not affect you. So I know for a lot of people, dairy is like their bloating food. For me, I can eat dairy all I want and I do not get bloated from it. Like, I do not have any kind of lactose intolerance. I love my lactose. Like, I eat cheese so much. It's ridiculous. It should be its own food group, to be honest. But yeah, it's all about listening to your body. Also, carbonated drinks are known to bloat you, but for example, I drink carbonated water, like sparkling water, on a daily basis because it is the only water that I actually like to drink. I know, I'm so bougie. Yeah, I love sparkling water and it does not bloat me at all. Beer, however, I know when I have beer,
Oh, child.
I just went from 0 to 6 months pregnant like that. Tip number 4, don't eat too much at one time. This one is very easy to do, very simple. Try to limit your portions. So instead of eating one big meal, maybe spread out the meals over time, because a lot of the times we just overstuff ourselves and our tummies are like,
whoa, hold on.
That can help a lot, especially depending on the foods you eat. Like for me, pasta, since it's such a bloating food, if I eat too much pasta at one time, oh my god, like automatic food coma, and I'm like super bloated. It's insane. But if I eat smaller portions spread out throughout the day, I'm pretty much okay. That can really help a lot, and it will also help to chew your food thoroughly, okay? A lot of people just inhale their food, especially when they're really hungry or they've got a short lunch break and they're trying to eat in a rush. But inhaling air while you eat is gonna cause bloating and gas as well, especially because the air builds up in your stomach. So try to really chew your food thoroughly, eat slowly, eat smaller portions, eat more mindfully. I always talk about eating mindfully. And we've got our last tip, which is to use probiotics and enzymes. So probiotics I have been using for a long time. Enzymes, I just learned recently that this was a thing. And oh my god! So probiotics help your gut digest the bacteria, which can help a lot with gas and bloating. I take a probiotic and prebiotic every single morning. It is like a little gummy vitamin. It's probiotic, prebiotic together every single morning with my breakfast. That's what I do. I've been doing it forever. And also they say that your gut is your second brain. It has got so many nerve endings and it affects your mood levels, how fast your brain thinks. It affects so much. And this was kind of like a recent finding about the gut, but the gut is like super duper important. So if you are not taking probiotic, prebiotic, stop everything and get one right now. It is so important. So important. And then you've got enzymes that you can supplement with, which I didn't even know this was a thing. So there's lactase, and this is if you're lactose intolerant. Lactase helps you break down the lactose. So if you are a cheese lover like me, but your belly is not agreeing with you, maybe some lactase can help. They have a bunch on Amazon, probably in your local grocery store. There's also Beano, which is what helps break down carbohydrates, and this one is what I'm really excited to try because like I told you, I get into a carb coma, really bloating, all that stuff. That happens to me, but I will never give up pasta, so we'll have to find a way around it. Now, obviously, this will all depend on what you're intolerant to. Like, for me, I'm not gonna have lactase because I can eat lactose just fine. So again, it is key to listen to your body and figure out what it is that you're intolerant to so that you can supplement the right things for it to help you digest that better. Remember that chronic bloating can sometimes mean an underlying and more serious condition. So of course, these are tips to help you if you have bloating sometimes. But if you are constantly bloated or you feel like it's really bothersome and it's really getting in the way of your life, you should definitely see a doctor because there could be a condition or something more serious causing the bloating. And then in that case, the only way to get rid of your bloating is to actually treat the underlying condition and try to fix that with a doctor. So just please remember that, see your doctors, take care of your health, okay? Health really is priceless, especially if you live in America because health insurance is, don't even want to get into that. But yeah, I hope these tips helped you guys a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you have any other tips on bloating and getting a flat tummy that I missed, please make sure to leave them in the comment section below. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.